is a Prusa Core 1 3D printer. I lied. That was actually a 3D printed replica of the Core 1 3D printer printed on this, the all-new and much bigger Core 1L. Now, Prusa asked me to tell you all the things that were new and improved on the Core 1L, and after the check cleared, I said of course. So let's start with the most obvious improvement. Because the Core 1L's build volume is so big, Prusa asked me to go big with what I build for this video. Step 1 was to print a regular size Core 1 on the new printer, then blow it up. Check. Step 2 was to build the most difficult and impressive thing I can think of to 3D print. Myself. It's the perfect thing to show off the capabilities of the Core 1L. It's big, requires precision, and shows off the L's unmatched consistency. But forget those things. This is my biggest print to date. It's my hand. What do you think it was? And after a few days and 2 Core 1Ls working around the clock, I had perfectly cloned myself. Then I asked my loving, supportive partner to paint the finished print to really get the look I was going for. And after the check cleared, I had a 1-to-1 copy of me. But what's the point of that? Well, we'll get to that at the end of the video. Let's talk numbers. Now, the Core 1L's print bed is 300 by 300 by 330 millimeters, which, according to some magic check math, means it's somehow a 2 times bigger build volume despite only having a 10% bigger footprint compared to the original Core 1. There are also a ton of other improvements to the Core 1L, like an aluminum convection heat bed for perfectly distributed heat. That means no more cold areas. In fact, the temperature varies less than 2 degrees across the entire build plate. Improved chamber thermals and air filtration means you can print advanced materials like PCs, ASA, and other finicky filaments flawlessly. And other meticulous tweaks that make your prints cleaner than ever. But you know me, I'm not usually the guy who does anything too detail-oriented. So I thought we'd turn this into a little challenge that forces us to push the Core 1L to its technical limits. Both my brother and I will be tasked with making flying machines. Whoever flies the farthest wins. Now my brother printed this. A relatively intricate drone body made from an advanced material called PEC. Now PEC is insanely durable, extremely heat resistant, and usually really hard if not impossible for lesser printers to print. And with world-class printing, advanced materials, and leftover RC parts we had, we were off for the distance. And he already crashed it. Oh no, Joe, stop. Listen, he said he would print a nice drone, not that it would work. And hey, 174 feet is a decently acceptable distance. Wow, it is going to take a revolutionary plan to beat a modern printing marvel and 10-year-old electronics. But I have an idea. I'm going to shove a ginormous rocket motor into the 3D printed me and send it to space. That's the whole plan. Prepare yourselves, because the Core 1L is about to become the first printer to fully 3D print a rocket that makes it to space. And if not, you get to see something absolutely horrible happen to me. We probably should have been on a different shot for this long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit it.
Parachute! I don't think we could use it again. What happened to the parachute? I don't know.
And there you have it. Bigger, better, and ready to print any material, any file, at any size you might need. The best made better by going bigger. Available soon with Index.